Welcome, welcome. I'm truly excited you're here. Today, we're not just talking about recruiting, we're talking about stepping into a whole new level of leadership. You see, for most of our lives, we've been on the other side of recruitment. We've been the ones answering the job ads, sending resumes, sitting nervously in interviews, asking, will they choose me? Will they hire me? Will they give me a chance? But something powerful happens when you flip the script. What if now you're the one building something worth inviting people into? What if now you're the one with the vision and you get to say, I'm building something great and I'm looking for the right people to build it with me? That's what today's about. Recruiting isn't about filling spots or handing out flyers. It's not about begging people to join. It's about recognizing the power of opportunity and learning how to give it to others in a way that's authentic, compelling, and life-changing. Let's be clear. Recruiting is not just a task, it's a skill, a mindset, a muscle that you build. When done right, recruiting becomes your greatest leverage because you're not just building your own business, you're helping others build theirs. And in doing so, your impact grows, your income grows, your legacy grows. So today, we're going to cover both the why and the how. Why this matters, not just for your business, but for your own growth as a leader, and how to actually do it with confidence, with clarity, and with heart. We'll talk strategy, we'll talk psychology, we'll talk results. But most importantly, we'll talk about belief. Because once you believe that you have something worth sharing, the rest becomes easy. Let's dive in. Let's start building. Let's start recruiting like leaders. Let me ask you a powerful question. Why recruit? If you've ever dreamed of building something bigger than yourself, of creating something that grows, even when you're not working, this is the answer. Because success in this business doesn't come from working harder alone. It comes from building smarter. And that starts with recruiting. Now listen, no one builds an empire by themselves. Steve Jobs once said, great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Every independent agent you bring on board doesn't just join your team. They bring their own market, their own network, their own circle of trust. That means your reach expands instantly. That's leverage. That's multiplying your time. And here's the beauty. These agents are 1099 independent contractors. You don't pay them a salary. You don't manage them like employees. They are entrepreneurs, driven by their own goals, just like you. Their success is tied directly to their own performance. And when you help them win, you win too. Think about how powerful that is. And because every person comes from a different background, each agent brings access to new circles you could never reach alone. New communities, new languages, new markets. This isn't just about growth. It's about exponential growth. So why recruit? Because that's how you turn this from a job into a business. That's how you stop working for someone and start building something where others work with you, for your vision, for your future. And the sooner you start, the sooner you rise. In just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to find the right partners, those self-motivated, entrepreneurial-minded people who are already looking for this kind of opportunity. They just haven't met you yet. But first remember this, if you want freedom, build a team. If you want leverage, recruit talent. If you want impact, build leaders.
All right, so let's talk about something really important. What kind of person thrives in this business? Because let's be honest, not everyone is ready. Not everyone is willing to grow. But the good news, you're not looking for everyone. You're looking for the right people. People with that inner spark. People who may not have the experience, may not have the background, but they have the fire. A drive to take back control of their lives. A hunger to break free from the 9 to 5, to stop living paycheck to paycheck, and to finally build something of their own. These are the people we want. These are the people we can help succeed. So what are the qualities of a great candidate? First, an entrepreneurial spirit. That doesn't mean they've run a business. It means they think like a builder. They don't wait for opportunity, they create it. Second, performance motivation. They want to be paid based on their effort, not just their time. They want to be in control of their paycheck, not capped by a salary someone else decided. Third, strong communication and connection. They don't need to be a public speaker, but they should have the willingness to connect with people, to listen, to care. In this business, relationships are gold. Fourth, they're open to learning. Look, most people come in not knowing anything about finance, and that's okay. But the ones who succeed are coachable. They show up, they ask questions, they're humble enough to grow. And finally, this one's huge. They want flexibility. They want time freedom. They want income freedom. And they're ready to trade effort and commitment for both. So here's what I want you to think about. Who do you know that fits this mold? Maybe they're a stay-at-home mom who wants to do more for her family. Maybe they're a laid-off tech worker who's tired of being just a number. Maybe there's someone like you, a person who knows deep down they're meant for more. Those are your people. And when you recruit them, when you show them what's possible, you're not just helping them. You're building your dream team. You're multiplying your mission. And together, you're creating freedom for everyone. Let's get one thing straight. Recruiting isn't selling. It's not about convincing someone. It's not about pushing. It's not about pressure. Recruiting is about revealing an opportunity that's been hiding in plain sight. It's about awakening someone to a possibility they didn't even know existed and guiding them step by step to believe, to explore, and to act. So how do we do that? Well, it's not magic. It's a process, a simple 6-step journey that anyone can follow. And if you do it with heart and intention, it works. Let's break it down. Step 1, identify and qualify potential candidates. Look for the right energy, not just the perfect resume. You're not looking for salespeople. You're looking for dreamers, doers, and builders. People who want more freedom, more income, more purpose. When you spot that fire, that's your cue. Step 2, engage in an informal conversation. This is not a pitch, it's a chat. Start human, start warm. Ask about their goals, their challenges, their story. When people feel seen, they open up. And that's when real connection begins. Step 3, inspire with business potential. Here's where you plant the seed. Share your story. Share someone else's story. Show what's possible, not in a hyped up way, but in a real, relatable way. Most people don't believe in themselves yet. Your job is to believe in them first. Step 4, explain the opportunity and benefits. Now that they're listening, give them the facts. The power of the 1099 model, the flexibility, the unlimited income potential, the mentorship, the freedom to work from anywhere. Help them see this not as a job, but a path to build something that's theirs. Step 5, address concerns and objections. And yes, there will be doubts. I don't know sales. I don't have time. What if I fail? These aren't rejections. They're just questions. Answer with empathy. Normalize the fear. Share how others overcame it. Show them they're not alone. Step 6, close and onboard new agents. Here's the golden moment. If they see the vision, don't let them walk away with someday in their pocket. Invite them to start now. Show them how simple it is to take that first step. Let them feel your confidence in them. Because at the end of the day, people don't join companies, they join people, they join leaders, they join you. So follow this process not as a script, but as a journey of belief. Belief in them, belief in the mission, belief that this could be the turning point in their life. And guess what? It often is. Let's begin where all great relationships start, with a simple, honest conversation. No scripts, no pressure, just two people talking. Because here's the truth, no one wants to be pitched, but everyone wants to be heard. So instead of selling, start by listening. Instead of pushing, start by asking. Because behind every casual conversation is a person with a story, a person with a dream, a person who may be quietly hoping for a breakthrough, but no one's ever asked the right questions to unlock it. That's where you come in. Ask, hey, how long have you been doing what you're doing now? Are you happy with the direction your career is going? Have you ever wanted to start something of your own? These are not business questions. These are life questions. And when you ask them sincerely, people open up. You'll start to hear their frustrations. I feel stuck. I wish I had more time with my family. I'm tired of working so hard and still falling behind. These aren't complaints. These are clues. Clues that someone might be ready for change. And you get to be the person who shows them a new path. But first, you build rapport, you build trust, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So don't rush. This is not a race, it's a relationship. And when the moment is right, that's when you ask the question that plants the seed. What if there was a way to work for yourself on your own time with no cap on what you could earn? Just that one question can flip a switch in someone's mind. Because for the first time, they're not being recruited. They're being invited. And that's how step one works. Warm, genuine, curious. Not because you're trying to get them to say yes, but because you're giving them a reason to believe that something better is possible. Now that you've started building a connection, it's time to spark something bigger, hope. Because the truth is, most people aren't just looking for another job. They're quietly craving more freedom, more time, more meaning. But no one has ever asked them the right questions to bring those dreams to life. So ask them, genuinely, if money were no longer an issue, what would your life look like? Have you ever thought about owning your own business instead of clocking in for someone else's dream? These questions do more than just start a conversation. They open a door to possibility. And when people begin to imagine a different future, something shifts inside. That's where belief begins. You see, we've all been raised to think that success means getting a good job and working hard for 40 years. But what if that path doesn't lead to freedom? Robert Kiyosaki says it best. Poor people work for money. Rich people make money work for them. Let that idea sit for a second, because that's the mindset shift we're here to inspire. We want to help people stop trading their time for someone else's gain and start building assets that create income while they sleep. So in this step, your job isn't to explain our system yet, it's to unlock a new vision. Help them see what life could be like if they took control of their time, if they stopped surviving and started designing the life they really want. People don't need more pressure, they need a mission. And that's exactly what we offer. Now that you've opened their mind to new dreams, it's time to show them how to make it real. Because inspiration without a path leads to frustration. People want more, but they also need clarity. So in this step, we don't just talk dreams, we show the blueprint. Start by saying this. Most people think starting a business requires huge capital, tons of time, or a fancy degree. But what if I told you that you could start your own business with almost none of that? That's the power of this model. No capital investment required. You don't need to take out a loan. You don't need a storefront. You don't even need inventory. All you need is your license and your willingness to learn. That's it. Flexible time commitment. You don't have to quit your job right away. You can start part-time, evenings, weekends, and grow into full-time when you're ready. This is a business you build around your life. Work with top-tier insurance companies. You're not building this from scratch. We partner with the biggest and best insurance providers in the country. These are household names people already trust, and we connect you to them. Unlimited earning potential? This isn't hourly pay. This is commission. It's effort-based. That means you're in control. Want to earn $5K month part-time? It's possible. Want to scale to $10K, $20K or more? People here are doing it. Let them feel the difference. Say this. This is not MLM. This is not door-to-door. This is real financial work with real clients and real companies. And the best part, you're not doing it alone. That's important because people fear getting stuck, getting lost, or failing alone. So reassure them, we have a proven system. You'll get step-by-step training, mentorship, live support, and tools that help you succeed, even if you've never done sales before. This is the moment where doubt can turn into belief. So be clear, be confident, and let them know. You're not just joining a business, you're launching your private franchise with no overhead, no rent, no staff, just results. It's not too good to be true. It's just the kind of opportunity nobody told them existed until now. Let's be honest, no matter how powerful the opportunity is, people will hesitate. They'll say things like, I don't have time. I don't know sales. I don't know enough people. Is this one of those MLM things? And you know what? That's okay. Objections aren't rejections. They're invitations to reassure, to educate, to shift perspective. Let's take these one by one. I don't have time. Say this. I totally get it. Everyone's busy. But here's the thing. This business is built for busy people. Many of our agents started with just 5 hours a week, evenings or weekends. And guess what? Those few hours change their entire future. The truth is, you don't need more time. You just need to use a little bit differently. Reassure them. It's flexible. It's designed to fit into their current life, not replace it all at once. I don't know sales. Smile and say, perfect. Neither did most of our top earners when they started. Sales isn't about slick words or pressure. It's about solving problems and being human. And the best part? We teach you everything, step by step. You're never alone. Reframe their fear. Sales is a skill, not a talent. And skills can be learned. I don't know enough people. Empathize first, then shift. Totally understandable. You don't need to know hundreds of people. We'll show you how to start with your warm market, the people who already trust you. Then we'll teach you how to reach others using proven strategies, online, in person, and with tools that make it easier than ever. Help them realize it's not about who they know now, it's about who they'll learn to connect with. Is this MLM? This one's important. Say it clearly and calmly. No, this is not an MLM. You're not making money from recruiting. You're building a real career in the financial industry, licensed, regulated, respected. Your income comes from helping clients protect their families. This is an independent financial career. MLM is based on hype. We're based on heart, skill, and service. Now bring it together. Everyone who ever succeeded in this business, every single person, started with the same doubts. The difference is they didn't let those doubts win. They took a step, then another, and then momentum took over. So tell them this. I don't need you to be confident right now. I just need you to be curious, open, and willing to learn. If you bring that, we'll bring the rest. That's how you move people from fear to action. All right, this is the moment that matters most. You've sparked interest. You've built trust. You've painted the vision. Now what? Now it's time to help them take the first step. Because here's what we know. People don't decide with logic alone. They decide with emotion, then justify it with logic. So your job is to do both. First, remind them logically. You've seen how this business works. You've seen that it's flexible, low cost, high reward. You've seen that there's no cap on your income, and you're backed by world-class companies. Then speak to the heart. But more importantly, you've told me what you want. More time, more purpose, more freedom. That matters. And I believe you're capable of building that. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. And don't forget, most people aren't hesitating because they doubt the opportunity. They're hesitating because they doubt themselves. So you step in and say, that's why we have a full support system. You'll have mentorship. You'll have step-by-step training. You'll never be alone in this journey. Give them confidence, not just in the system, but in themselves. Now, eliminate fear by removing the sense of risk. You're not risking anything. You're not quitting your job. You're just taking a step forward and seeing if this is right for you. It's not a leap. It's not a gamble. It's just a step. And the most successful people in the world, they weren't the smartest. They weren't the most connected. They were just the ones who said yes when others hesitated. Now make the call to action clear. So here's what we do next. Let's get you registered. We'll send you your training login, connect you with your onboarding mentor, and walk you through everything. Then pause and smile and say, let's go build something amazing. Because that's what this is. This isn't just a new gig, it's a new identity, a new path, a new belief in what's possible. Your voice, your certainty, your belief in them may be the spark they've been waiting for their whole life. You just help someone take the first step toward freedom. Let's take a breath and look at what we've just walked through. You now hold a powerful recruiting blueprint in your hands. Not a script, not a gimmick, but a human-centered, dream-driven system to help people transform their lives. Let's recap this journey step by step. Step 1. You identify the right people. People with ambition, people with heart, people ready for more. Step 2, you build trust through conversation, not pressure. You listen, you care, you connect. Step 3, you inspire big dreams. Not by promising fantasy, but by painting a vision of what's possible with effort and growth. Step 4, you show the model, a proven, supported, flexible system anyone can plug into. Step 5, you handle objections with empathy, not arguments. You answer with belief and backup. Step 6, and then you help them say yes, not to you, but to themselves, to their future, to their next chapter. This isn't just about recruiting. This is about leadership. Great leaders don't just build businesses. They build people. They plant seeds of belief, and they water them with support, training, encouragement, and vision. You're not selling a job. You're offering a mission, a path to independence, a chance to build a life that belongs to them. So remember, recruiting is not persuasion. It's invitation. An invitation to dream again, to fight for freedom, to become more. The people you recruit today could become the next superstar on your team. The future leader who impacts hundreds, maybe thousands, but only if you start. So here's the final truth. You can't build a big business without planting seeds. The more seeds you plant, the more lives you touch, and the more impact you create. Let's end with this. Walt Disney once said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Your dream team, your dream business, your dream life, they don't start tomorrow, they start today. Let's go build, let's go recruit, let's go lead. Together, we create true freedom.
Legal disclaimer. This presentation is for educational purposes only. It does not serve as legal, tax, or investment advice. Every story we share is real, based on the experiences of our independent partners. However, individual results vary. Success depends on your own effort, consistency, and commitment. Please follow your local state's licensing rules and consult a licensed tax or legal professional before making financial decisions.